Hey guys, if you really enjoy reading, then I highly recommend that you get a reading planner or a reading journal. I do have both, but today I wanted to share with you my reading planner. I wanted to show you the 4 reasons why I believe you should have a reading planner while also giving you a flip through of my January spreads. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, if you have not seen this planner before, this is my happy planner. It is franken-planned into 4 sections, and it is my business planner, work planner, reading planner, and also my faith planner. I will put the cover in for the reading planner. The reading planner is a horizontal planner that I use. It has like a crafty design. The cover is really pretty. And I picked this one because I decided to go with the horizontal view so I can have more room to write in more stuff. So to get into my 4 ways of how I use this planner and why I believe you should have one if you are a reader. The first thing is you can document how much reading you are actually doing and how much you're actually getting accomplished. I absolutely love to read. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Yet because I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm an accountant, I'm an Etsy shop owner, I'm a YouTuber, sometimes I don't always get the chance to read as much as I would like. So I use my monthly spread here to document how much reading I am actually getting done each day. When I realize it's been too many days, like you can see here, I went 3 days without reading, then I try and make it a priority on the next day. This helps me stay on top of my reading, and it lets me know when I start a book and when I complete a book. This entire month I only read 1 book, which was Quiet, but usually if I read multiple books I will always mark it down. Like I marked down that I finished Quiet on the 10th of January. The second thing is you are able to keep track of your favorite quotes or sayings from the books that you read. The first week of January, I read Quiet, which is a book by Susan Cain, and it's all on the power of introverts. I learned so much about myself and how I relate to others from this book because I am an introvert, and I am able to use this spread in order to refer back and remind myself of the different quotes and the things that I learned from this book. I like to decorate the pages based on the cover. So as you can see, the cover has red in it, so I picked the color red in order to go throughout the entire spread. And I love to use this as a reminder. Also, if I am recommending this book to anyone else, I am able to pull this out and show them what the cover of the book looks like and tell them a little bit about the book and show them these pages just to see if they're interested in it. The third thing that you can do in a reading or a learning planner is keep track of your favorite quotes or sayings from the things that you have seen that day. So the second week of January, I wasn't reading a particular book, but I was looking at a bunch of things that was inspiring to me. These were Instagram quotes, Google articles, random blog posts, just anything that I had seen that day. So these pages, this particular spread, is one thing that I've learned on each day that week. I have tips on improving your handwriting because writing is one of my favorite things to do. So when I saw that, I just decided to jot those notes down. And I also have on here a made-up word that I saw on Instagram, and it's called he-peated, for when a woman suggests an idea and is ignored, but a man says the same thing and everyone loves it. I just thought that that was so valid and so on point that I decided to write it down. So this entire spread is just one thing that I kind of got and learned in a particular day, something that caught my eye, something that inspired me, something that I wanted to write down and remember and be able to refer back on. So this is another way that you can use a reading planner or a learning planner in order to like keep up with different things that you're reading throughout the course of your day, even if it's not a book. And the fourth thing that you can do is keeping track of a concept. So I did this in the next 2 weeks, which I'll show you both weeks. But this particular week, what I decided was to do my favorite Robert Kiyosaki quotes. So Robert Kiyosaki is an author. He's a money guru. He wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he is one of my favorite money gurus. So I have read 2 of his books, which is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and the Business Quadrants book. And I love both of those. And so I decided to do an entire spread to a lot of his great quotes that he's had from the books, or just things he said in the course of his lectures or on his podcast or wherever I have gotten his content from. So this entire spread was kind of dedicated to him and some of his great quotes. And I just really love how it all came out. I decided to do purple because the cover of his book is purple. And this is just like a reminder once again. So it's a reminder for something that if I wanted to look back on or just read on, I can. So that's what I did this week. The very next week, I did the same thing, but it was on growth and building a brand. So I read an article and it was all about building a brand, like establishing yourself on the internet. And you know, I am a YouTuber. I have an Etsy shop, so I'm always looking for content and different ways to grow. And once I saw this article, I just decided to make an entire spread dedicated to it. And each of the points, I just kind of blew it up so that I can instantly see it as soon as I look at my planner. And then I wrote down all of the different notes from the article that I feel like I would benefit from. Another thing I did was do flowers, because since this is all about growth, I thought that flowers and trees, you know, symbolize growth, and it was a great way to kind of bring the entire spread together. And the last spread of January was on 18 facts about the mind. I saw this on a YouTube video, and I was just watching different things. I like to watch random videos on different things that I feel like I can learn from. And 18 facts about the mind. It was actually 20 facts about the mind, but I'd only wrote 18 of them because I could only fit 18. And I thought that a lot of them were really, really intriguing, such as your mind can sense someone staring at you even when you're asleep, and our brains wander for about 30% of the day. I thought both of those were really interesting facts. So I decided to write them all down, just, you know, to have them, to be able to refer back on them. Once again, this is just something that I like to do, to refer back on, and it's something that really interests me. So if you are someone who loves to read, or you love to look at different facts or different articles or different things or anything that just really, really interests you, then I would suggest that you get a reading or a learning planner in order to kind of keep up with your readings and your learnings throughout the course of your life. I love to look back on my old reading planners because I can see what I was reading last year and where, you know, my mind was and the different things I was taking in versus this year. So it's a great way to refer back on different parts of your life and see where you were. So guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you do have a reading planner or a learning planner, let me know in the comments below, how do you use yours? Do you use it somewhat like this? Do you have a different way? If you have a video or something that you do, please let me know in the comments. I would love, love, love to see it. Until next time, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.